creepy mystical dreams from a member of the Franciscan order. 7 black mushrooms will rise above the planet. 3 have already come true and the rest are yet to come, he claims. Some predictors make forecasts for the foreseeable future. Others are able to look far into the coming times through centuries. A certain Senor Ragnonero is just such a far-sighted person. The mystery of the Franciscan monastery. In 1972, in the archives of a Franciscan monastery located in the city of Bologna in Italy, a manuscript dating back to the 5th century AD was discovered. The most interesting thing was in the binding of handwritten works, a text called Ragnonero, Eternal Book Oracle. The name of the mysterious author translates as Black Spider, but curiously, his works describe prophecies for thousands of years to come into the future, to be more precise, until the 4th millennium. Who is this mysterious clairvoyant? Researchers don't really know. Presumably, he lived between the 14th and 15th centuries in Florence and was a member of the monastic order of the Franciscans. 3 floods. Nero described how 7 black mushrooms will rise above the planet. So far, we have only seen 3, Hiroshima, Nagasaki, and Chernobyl. Nero also predicted the emergence in 1981 of a disease whose symptoms closely resemble modern HIV. He called it the punishment for fornication. Nero also predicted the appearance of 2 suns and 2 moons in the sky. According to his notes, the nights will appear and the earth will turn into a burning hell. The nights will disappear, he said. The nights will disappear and the earth will turn into a burning hell. People will move underground and mountains will lose their peaks. When both suns merge into one, many will go blind. These predictions are similar to one of the most monstrous scenarios that can happen on Earth. Judging by the description, some gargantuan force will appear that can shift the Earth's axis, and all this will lead to a large number of natural disasters, as has happened in the past. You'll see a few videos before this one. I go into that. Now, what did Nero mean by the appearance of the second sun? The monk was convinced that a new luminary would arise under the auspices of Satan, which testifies to destructive evil, for the goal of the human enemy is to wreak havoc on Earth. Perhaps this is the explosion of a powerful nuclear charge or a meteorite in the sky. Curious where Senor Negro got his information from? Did he predict them himself, or did he read about them in more ancient books? Similar events are described in myths, and it's said that the new world with temples will look like large cones and horns will begin to grow from the ground. New species of animals hostile to us will appear. Perhaps this means the appearance of a genetically modified individual, or robots, or AI, which quite predictably given the development of artificial intelligence. The Italian could not know such words, so he described the creatures unknown to him with the term new animals. In addition, Nero mentioned strange ropes and chains used for communication between people. Obviously, we're talking here about cables and wires or Wi-Fi or wireless connections. He called the 1990s, 2000 decades as the time of ashes. Perhaps this means the collapse of moral values, which are destroyed and set on fire. Humanity will go through this cursed period sorrowfully. As a result, a person's thoughts will again turn to God, he says. The first decade of the 2000s will be a time of fear, followed by decades of madness, pacification, and rise. It will be hardest for those who are spiritually poor, but wear clothes made of golden power. Such people will die. The progress that in fact provoked the destruction will be disrupted. The era of carnal pleasures will end, and the age of spiritual growth will begin. The period of purification of souls will last 50 years, after which there will come an age of harmony with nature until the year 2500. Then humanity will again plunge into an era of delusion, violence, and selfishness. According to the monk, the planet will survive 3 floods: water, fire, and stars. Moreover, the latter will occur in the period 2500 to 3000. It's then that the sky will disappear and the human race will cease to exist. The reason for such a tragic end, according to Ragno, will be the destructive activity of the person himself. So as we see, a terrible tragedy will end with the complete extinction of the earth, as what he claims. This is from Solask. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.